Hello. There's been a lot of talk lately about bread. Bread. Now this is keto bread. There's other kinds of bread that are not a keto one. This right here, for example, is a multigrain bread, healthy multigrain bread. There's other ones like Dave's Killer Bread. I like that one. It has a lot of like seeds. Some people don't like seeds in their bread. But some people do. I used to not like sunflower seeds in the bread because it's kind of weird. It's like it tastes like uncooked sunflower seeds. But today we're going to be trying this one here. It's called Breadco Inked Keto. Have you tried this bread? Have you tried this bread? Maybe you have. Maybe this is news that is not relevant to your journey. But some people may not have tried this. I've never tried this before. It's called Timberwolf Keto Seeds Bread. Keto. So it's a keto certified product. This bread right here has a total carbohydrates of 11 grams. And if you take the net, if you take away the, if you subtract the fiber from that of 10 grams, they're going to say this is a 1 gram food, a 1 gram carb food, 1 gram of carbs. I only really, because I'm not that smart and I can't do math, 5 minus 3 equals 2. It takes me too long. I just got to eat. I'm hungry. I don't want to take out a calculator or a slide rule or go to the computer to figure out how many carbs this will be. How many carbs is it going to be? What's the total? What's the total carbs? I don't know. So I decided to only go with total carbs. Some keto diets are based on total carbs. Some are not. They'll say get 30 carbs, and I say a day, not a meal. A non-keto carb diet. Some of those will say get 30 to 60 grams per meal, get a 15-gram snack, and they're talking 150, 200 grams of carbs. It's based the total. I have a video back there if you want to look at that. One. Thought process on it is your weight and a percentage of that weight. You take your weight and you determine how many calories you should take in. Then you determine by a scale or whatever how much your carbohydrate content of that food should be. I think they say it's like 40 grams. 40% of your calories should come from carbohydrates. Is that right? I don't know. If you're on a keto diet, it's gonna be a lot less. A lot of people get on the keto diet and other numbers go bad. If I'm on keto, I might be eating just a lot of meat, very little fruit, and my body might need some of those kind of things as well. So you have to supplement that with maybe some vitamins or some of those different kinds of things. I'm not really sure. Talk to your doctor. Don't forget to subscribe. Boop, 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 right down there. Subscribe, like, share. Boom, boom, boom. Share some bread with your friend. Break bread with your friend. But this is it. We're going to be trying this. So, one thing about keto bread and all keto products, I just made a little example plate here. This is what we're going to be trying today. There's 2 slices here because I'm going to toast one. And while I toast it, we'll be eating and trying the other one because this is Taste Test Tuesday. We'll be trying this one or that one, whatever one. One will be toasted and one will not. But this bread right here, I told you the total carbs of it is only, the entire slice of bread is only 30 grams of size. This one, which was, well, if you read on the side of the bread bag, will have more grams of carbs. These will have fewer. But look at the size difference. Look how much the size. A lot of times you'll see that. You got to look at that too, because they'll tell you this bread only has this many carbs, or this drink will only have this many carbs. And if you compare it to another drink, or wherever, let's go with drinks, the carbs in the keto one is much lower. Sometimes there's 0 carbs, and that's like a lot of the sparkling waters and that kind of thing. And I made some videos back there once again on sparkling waters. But what will happen is if it says this drink only has 7 grams of carbs. Well, that's those 7 grams, that's not too much. And then the other grams says compared to this one, which has 23. But the 7-gram drink is 8 ounces. And the one they're comparing it to is 24 ounces. So you have to also take that into consideration. Is that one of the ways that they're getting the lower numbers? They say if you take the total carbs, subtract the total fiber, you will then get your net carbs. Now I go with total, you may go with net. but it also has to do with the size of the bread. Sometimes the size of the bread, the size of the product might be much, much smaller or lighter or thinner. So this is like, this is a little bit thinner, a lot smaller in size, and this is 30 grams. This is 42, 43, or something like that. It's a lot more. So that's another reason why some of these really good, healthy breads are considered non-carb, non-keto, anti-keto, whatever, not good for a diabetic or whatever. That's because of the fact they're a lot larger too. So it's not only that they are higher in carbs, but it could also be the fact that the ingredients to make the keto bread brings down the carbs, but also the quantity size brings down that number. So be careful with that. Okay, I'm gonna throw one of these in the toaster, or I'm gonna throw it on the floor. I'll throw this one in the toaster and get another one. So this is going in the toaster. We'll toast that one. Whoop. Now let's grab one that wasn't on the floor. And we'll start with this one. So this one was not on the floor. And I'll put this one over here, the one that we're not gonna be dealing with. So we have one that was not on the floor. Did I drop the knife? I had a different knife. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna cut this piece into 3 pieces, and we'll try it 3 different ways. Oh, in case you've never seen a toaster, there it is. Some toasters have more slots. That's a 2-slice toaster. If you see, they used to have like the 4, the larger families, or they'd have 4 slices. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this 3 ways. First way I'm gonna try it is plain, just regular, right out of the bag. Smell it. Smells good. It almost smells like it might have rye seeds. What are the seeds? I can't remember the seeds are called. But I think by the letter C. I can't remember. I just know. It tastes like bread. It tastes like a healthy non-carb bread. It doesn't really taste like white bread. It's not supposed to. It's not tasting like a bread you would have when you were a kid, and you'd have a peanut butter sandwich. Now let's try it with butter. This is just regular Land O'Lakes. They were the big Land O'Lakes. You remember that? About the Native American woman that was on the bread. So we put some butter on there, and let's try it. Everything's better with butter. It's good. And then the third way, peanut butter. This is crunchy peanut butter. But sometimes when you use peanut butter, it will take away, it'll kind of overpower the taste of the bread. I apologize for the lights. I'm telling this a little bit. I get the lights above me here will make a weird light. Then I have this light over here. I like to shoot natural light, but this has at this time of day, it's 6 o'clock at night. The lights, the sun going down affects that. But anyway, sometimes the peanut butter will overpower the bread. Let's see if that happens here. The toast smells good. It does not overpower it. I can still taste and kind of feel the texture of the bread. It's good. Now we have, toasted. If you've seen the toasted bread, you can really see those seeds there. I don't know if it necessarily toasted the seeds, but you can kind of see the seeds better. Man, these is pretty thin, about a 1/4 inch thick maybe. That's going to do the same thing. I'll cut into 3 pieces. Now here's a good test. If this tastes good like this, see that weird light right there? It's got one little beam of light coming in. So it must be coming through the trees. We have kind of like big bushy trees out there for being on a patio. We don't have a huge lot of land, but we like to maximize that. But here he goes. Here's a good test. Now if this tastes good, you know it's good because nobody likes dry toast. So you're as boring as dry toast. Am I boring? Is this boring to you? Like dry toast, or you're slow as molasses, slow as coal tar? This is boring as watching paint dry. uh, uh, you're dry as you're born as dry toast. You're dry, whatever. But let's see if it tastes good as an unbuttered dry toast. It tastes good. It's kind of funny. It doesn't taste as dry as non-keto bread. I don't know why. It almost tastes like it could be the seeds and the way they make it. It almost tastes like we just had another earthquake, a 3.4. We've had earthquakes. Things fell down in the garage. We've had earthquakes like almost every day. 3.4, whatever. California's gonna fall in the ocean. Put on your swimsuit and your sunscreen. But it almost tastes like a cracker, like it was intentionally supposed to taste this way. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's good. Now butter. This tastes like a good, healthy, non-carb, non-keto bread. A bread that's not trying to be low carb. Now the last one, this. Now, I didn't cleanse my palate in between pieces of toast. I was just thinking about that. If you went to a taste test and they offer different crackers for you to try, and you eat a cracker and they say cleanse your palate, what do you eat? They always give you saltine crackers or soda crackers to cleanse your palate, but what do they give you in a cracker test? I don't know. Peanut butter. That's really good. You got the peanut butter is kind of a salty. Now this bread's not sweet. It doesn't have a sweet taste to it at all. It tastes more like an artisan, a low artisan. I'm not talking like, some bakery that won the best sourdough bread in the world, where they have the sourdough ball, they keep it, and they buy sourdough from all the different countries, and they make their own sourdough base, and they use it over. No, this just tastes like maybe like you get a nice artisan bread basket at a nice restaurant like that. So I say that this is great. I cannot taste the difference between this and any other kind of hearty bread. Now, if all I ever eat was maybe store brand white bread, or what's that one called? Bimbo, whatever it is, or Wonder Bread, or one of those. If that's all I ever ate, I'll notice a difference. Kind of like if I eat a keto cereal and it's lightly sweetened, and all I ever eat is Captain Crunch and Tricks Are for Kids and Fruit Loops and Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs or whatever, or anything that kind of sweet marshmallows, chocolate cereals, and then I eat the slightly sweetened keto cereal. Will I notice the difference? Yeah, I'm gonna notice the difference because I'm comparing two things you can't compare. I would say that the Bread Company's Inked Keto Timberwolf Keto Seed Bread, you can compare this apples to apples to another bread, to a regular hearty bread. This tastes exactly the same. This tastes very, very good. This might be my favorite keto bread. I've tried maybe 3 or 4. Very, very good. Like this. I also like this. Some of the flats. This is not a flat. This is not a a wrap or a tortilla. So you have to compare those kind of. But if I was looking for a, could I eat this every day? I would like to, But if I was on a keto diet, then I'd have to be kind of careful because of the fact it's not carb free. So I wouldn't have necessarily, like I say, 2 pieces of this. So I had 22 grams of carbs. If I'm on a keto diet, I can't have 22 grams of carbs in a meal. I might even have to just cut one of these in half. That's how few carbs you're allowed on a keto diet. If you're allowed 35 carbs a day, and this is 11, you know, that's getting pretty close to your entire meals. So if I got this and I put a slice of roast beef and a slice of cheese, that's going to be 0 carb, 11 grams of carbs. So I may, if I was to eat it 3 times a day, maybe even cut this in half. A lot of rollover, fold over sandwiches and that kind of thing. So if you were making a standard sandwich with this, and you put 2 slices of bread, and you're at 22 grams of carbs, and you're allowed 35, let's say, the rest of the day might get kind of hungry. So yeah, I like this bread a lot. I do like this bread. Take care, everyone.